Back here with the cows again.
I wish to ask a question of you.
Okay. But first I need to ask a question of Twitch. Ooh, this is not good. Let's give it a little bit. Go ahead.
I wish to know your opinion of love.
My opinion?
You and I have been intimate, for one. We have been close for some time now. You are impressive in many ways, and you even protected me from Flemeth without hope of reward. I feel anxious when I look upon you. I dislike this sense of dependency. 'Tis a weakness I abhor. If this is love, I wish to ascertain that you do not feel the same.
Are you saying you love me?
No, that's not what I'm saying. You need to pay attention. What I'm saying is that I have been foolish. I have allowed myself to become too close. This is a weakness.
Okay, I got myself into something I don't want to. I don't want to go with two because I don't want to continue a relationship. The one we had before. Let's go with this one. Love is not a weakness, at least not for me, if I can manipulate her.
You are not listening to me. Do not be such a fool. This is for your own good. I am not like other women. I am not worth your distraction, and you are not worth mine.
This is what I wanted to say. It doesn't have to get that complicated.
Perhaps you are right. We enjoy each other's company. Why make it more than it is? I think you will regret it in the end, but so be it.
Holy shit. Let me see if this is... Because if it is not recording, then we have a problem. Yes, it is, alright. I would like to ask you something.
So, full of questions, are you?
Never mind. I would like to discuss something personal.
We are in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any.
Never mind. Let's go.
Enchantment?
Yes.
Enchantment!
+2 fire. I can give that rune to the mages. I don't like silverite runes, really. They are too specific.
You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed. It's good to have you along on the road.
Have you had any rummers?
The Darkspawn have attacked Lothering. I don't think everyone even had fled by the time they came, either. Word has it they swarmed the entire area, making off with prisoners and burning down the buildings. And then they were gone. Just as quick. I wonder if there's anyone left. I heard some chanters were going to head down south, maybe to try to find some survivors. I'm not holding out hope myself. That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow. Take it for what it is. There's outrage over what Tyrn Logain did to the hunters out of Oswin, letting a man starve, helpless.
What?
I think Tyrn Logain meant that to be a lesson, to make everyone think twice about continuing this fight. It's going to do exactly the opposite, you ask me. That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow. Take it for what it is. More trouble in the land, it seems. As panic begins to rise from the Darkspawn's approach, there's more and more word of riots. Guarin, Denerim, Highever. There's trouble everywhere. There are people already fleeing north for the free marches. They say that Ferelden's all but lost. You think that's true? That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow. Take it for what it is.
And Hawk is one of them.
Of all the strange news, everyone is talking about some brother in Denerim claiming that the urn of sacred ashes has been found. Actually found. I understand the Chantry is a bit skeptical and probably won't get a chance to deal with the brother's claim until after the war has ended. But it's incredible even so, don't you think? That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow. Take it for what it is. There's wonderful news. Oral Eamon has been cured of his strange illness. And not only is he better, but he's also called the nobility to Denerim to settle the succession. Seems he's found some unknown son of Merrick's, of all things, and he says he should be the rightful king. I just hope they finally get to fighting the Darkspawn. That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow. Take it for what it is. There's news out of the Mage Tower that the Circle of Magi had a close call. Demons got out, but the mages were able to overcome them. Though, not without a lot of damage. I know mages bring such terror upon themselves, but I have to admit I'm glad we'll still have magic to wield against the Darkspawn. That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow. Take it for what it is. It seems a group of Logain's men were ambushed yesterday near Highever. I don't know who did it, but the men were hit while they were camping for the night. A whole lot of them taken by surprise. Their tents were set on fire with arrows, and I hear 24 died. Nasty business. That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow. Take it for what it is. Heard from a dwarf the other day that smoke was rising over Oswin. Revolt, he says. Tyrn Logain is trying to put it down as we speak, but I understand it's not going well. That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow. Take it for what it is.
What is this Oswin place they keep talking out?
I've heard some strange word out of the Brazilian forest that Dalish elves are being called together to form some kind of army. And it's to help us, not attack us. Doesn't that beat all? When I heard that, I thought for sure we were done for. That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow. Take it for what it is. The blight sickness brought by the Darkspawn is spreading faster than anyone thought. Several sources say that it's even here in Denerim. From what I hear, there's an outbreak in the elven alienage in the city. Others tell me that's not true. Still, it's a frightening thought. That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow. Take it for what it is. I don't know what to tell you. Nothing I can think of at the moment.
Let me see your wares.
You and your friends are formidable folk,
Yes,
indeed.
yes.
I'm sure you'll be pleased with the good...
Let's hope this is the guy that has that. That dome. Certainly hope so. That's what I have in the road anyhow. Take it for what it is. Take it for what it is. That's what I've got in the road anyhow. Take it for what it is. No, it was not it. And it must be that place in Denerim. I'm not going back to Denerim, fuck that. Alright. Time to go to the chest of forgotten things. You know what? I'm going to drop all those on Alistair. I'm going to buy his happiness. Or at least his allegiance. This is for him actually. That's for the dwarf. This is for the dwarf. All the ales I won't give to Alistair, because those are for the dwarf. I should also put all the tomes in here. Let me, because I won't be using them just yet. I'm saving those for the very end of the game. I can give this to her again. I should try to that. Let me see if I can do that again.
Oh, how dear of you. Thank you so much.
Turns out I could. Where is... Alistair and Shale really hate me, but I don't give a shit about Shale. Well, and Severan now does as well. I'm sure I can win back Severan's affections through dialogue. Not so much his. Where is that runestone?
Is that for me? Really? Wow! Wow! Oh, thank you. That's very nice. Oh, thank you. That's very nice. Oh, thank you. That's very nice.
Fucking golem, I don't give a shit out. Alright. Let me sell a few
You
things.
and your friends are formidable folk, indeed.
Need to, because I know Ogren is coming up soon enough. Need to think out that very, very carefully. Should I wait until I recruit him? Do all this inventory management bullshit? Maybe I should. Because until that very moment, I won't have certainty as to how to distribute things. Alright, let's randomize this shit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. 3, Sten. 5, Alistair. And 2, Morrigan. Sten, Alistair, Morrigan. I'm happy with that result, I have to say.
Indeed.
Yes. Yes.
Especially because the next quest is a little tough. I wouldn't want to go with a freaking dog on my tail. You know what? Maybe I should level them all up. Just as a precaution. Hello, EMP, how are you? Let's give her Blood Mage. What the fuck? Doesn't matter. Why are you upset? What happened? Your mother of Coulter is messing up. I hope someone had convinced Lusarius to play that. It was impossible. She's missing on a very good game. And if the beginning and the very, very end are very shitty, the middle is better than Coulter's. Yeah, I saw his streams of that. He started twice and rage quitted. Fuck. That is one of the most underrated games of this century. The beginning is annoying, that's true. Especially for someone like him that likes to have a structure from the very get-go. The beginning is not the best part of the game, but as soon as you get to Peragus, it picks up and never lets go until you are in the very final planet. Yeah, this seems like a useful ability. Uh, I mean, this ability tree, useful, somewhat useful at least. Let's go with that, and let's put it on her. She has how many? 355. And this takes up 30. Let me do the math. Not in my head, because those numbers are just fucking crazy. 330, 355. 8, 9%. Rounding up. She doesn't have any any space left. What can you do? Maybe I need to remember that. It's a sustain, let's put it here. Aha, champion, river. That's usually how it goes in games. They explain at the very beginning. Let's say Mass Effect. The very first line of dialogue explains the setting. The second explains who Shepard is and what is the importance of being a Spectre and so on. In KOTOR 2, even on KOTOR 1, when you start in a fight, they say, oh, it's Bastila, they're attacking her. We need to save the most important Jedi in the Republic. I don't do that, EMP, and I will show you why in a minute. He likes structure in his games. He likes to be explained the setting and the character, and Obsidian doesn't like that. Obsidian likes you to fill in the blanks. I remember how he raged when the when the when the no, doesn't make any sense. When the game actually asked him about his very own background. The game gave you the option to define your background, and he said, what? How can I select the background? What is this character allowed? I don't know. How can I say? And since he knows next to nothing about Star Wars itself, he yeah, he was raging because the game was asking him what type of personality he wanted on his character. It seemed completely illogical from his point of view, at least. Okay, I'm going to put 40 so I can buy that one. Let's go with shit. And 1 point in willpower then. It was rather crazy if you ask me. Critical attack sunders the target's armor, reducing their armor for 3 seconds. Multiple blows are not cumulative. But that's what Obsidian likes to. They like you to fill the blanks and craft your own little story in your head about who the messenger is, who the exile is, who your character is supposed to be. But that gives you too much freedom, and a lot of people don't like a lot of freedom on their characters. Endless possibilities can lead to endless debate. Willpower and cunning, huh? What are these abilities? Minus 10 attack, knocked down, plus 10 defense. This is a rather useful tree, actually. I'm going to consider it. $32 strength. I don't mind one way or the other, really. I tend to adapt to games as they are. Thrusted upon me by developers, especially in that arena. Okay, Assault 51 activation he has, so it's basically 1/5, 20%. Aha! $70, $50, enemy kill 30. Or at least I like to think I adapt to games. But let me show you why I don't do what you suggest. For example, look at this. I have a lot of sustains, but sustains taking my ability